And joining us now for more perspective on Tuesday's events is terrorism expert Magnus Ranstorp of St. Andrews University in Scotland. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Ranstorp. First of all, how could this kind of an attack of this magnitude, so well organized and concerted, have happened?
Well, it's a very well synchronized attack, particularly in terms of the multiplicity of attacks simultaneously against so many targets. The problem is that principally that U.S. intelligence do not have human intelligence, the capability of infiltrating the Al-Qaeda network or the network of Bin Laden's followers. So therefore, there has been a generic threat continuously since 1996 when Bin Laden declared a war in America. However, specifically, it's been very difficult to guard against individuals who have been inserted on long strike operations like this.
Certainly, you mentioned Bin Laden's followers. There is so far no definitive proof that it was Bin Laden or his followers, although the U.S. intelligence officers do say that they are focusing on this, but they're also not ruling out other possibilities. What are your thoughts on who could have carried this out?
Well, I also would caution against pointing just at Bin Laden. It can be a combination of different things. Bin Laden is a multinational enterprise in terms of having operatives from a number of different countries. He has a financial enterprise all around the world stretching. The principal command and control leaders of Bin Laden's Al-Qaeda group is, apart from Afghans, is Egyptians, Algerians, who are the core of many of these types of operations, particularly the Algerian groups who have been used in operations of this, not on this magnitude, but in terms of operations in Europe in the past.
And still, it is just mind-boggling at how that they could possibly carry out a strike on the Pentagon.
Well, United States has been preparing for a mass casualty event, principally focusing on nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons. And of course, this issue or this incident of finding the softest, weakest link in the security chain has meant that the groups have been looking at very simple, conventional means in terms of circumventing security measures. And in this case, airplanes have been the preferred method.
What are the measures that need to be taken in the aftermath of this?
Well, I mean, I think there will be wide-ranging consequences. Consequences in terms of how do we respond? Do we respond militarily without firm evidence? In terms of airport security, civil aviation security, there will be, I think, a large examination of where that is going. And also, of course, our principal focus at the moment has to be with the rescue operation. And secondarily, how do we respond using the wide variety of counterterrorism tools we have at our disposal, principal among which is, of course, intelligence, human intelligence as a front line in terms of our defense.
Mr. Ranstrom, thank you very much for joining us. John.